On the show, Soumya throws a hand at Kabir. Kabir shows off his not pretty shades. Soumya makes a point on a make-do speaker. Kabir throws a hand at Soumya.
Let's go! Let's go!
Hi guys, welcome to How to. And Kabir, I have something that is gonna make you go, what the...
What the what? You mean what the what, right?
Okay, that's not the important part. That's not the important part. The important part is that did you know that people love to take naked selfies?
What the?
Yeah, but more importantly, when people sell their phones or laptops, I'm sure they delete that stuff, but that stuff actually doesn't get deleted.
What the?
Yeah, and the data can be retrieved. So I thought this is a very important how to delete stuff off your laptop permanently.
Listen.
Yes.
You teach this to the people.
Yes.
मुझे कुछ delete करके आना.
Ew, what? I don't want to know that. Kabir, did you manage to delete what you wanted to delete?
I think so.
Okay, if you think so, what did you do? What is the okay, let me just ask you, what's your process of deletion?
Right click on a file, press delete. Once it's inside the recycle bin, you can empty the recycle bin or you can delete it from the recycle bin.
That's not how it's deleted.
Then how is it deleted?
So, I mean, it will be deleted, but it'll still be on your laptop.
I've heard that before.
So, whatever you heard is actually true.
So we are going to tell you how to delete everything from your laptop or your computers.
Permanently. Yes.
And ever. And ever.
I
Don't
saw
do
that
this
coming.
again.
I saw that
Don't do this again.
If you're asking why anybody would want to permanently delete stuff off their laptop, we can give you more than one reason. Yeah, 3 to be precise. First one.
First one is that you're selling your laptop to someone and you don't want them to find out the data which is there on your laptop.
Correct. The second one is if you're done with your laptop, it can't be resold, you want to throw it out, recycle, it'll be a good idea to delete everything off it and then
And the third reason is that you have something really important and you don't want the world to find out.
Like very secret CIA.
Yeah, like,
James
you know, whatever
Bond.
happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Or
I
whatever
don't think
happens
we're talking
in
about the same thing.
Manali.
But you get the
in-
point. You get the point that if there's something that you don't want anybody else hands on, it would be a good idea to permanently delete it.
चलो अब दिखा तो दो कैसे करना है.
शुरू करते हैं. Now there are multiple ways of deleting data off your laptop. We are going to talk about 3 of those ways. Okay, the first one is called selective wipe or selective deletion. It's deleting a specific file off your laptop. So it can be a Word document, it can be a picture, it can be an audio file, anything. The software we're going to use for selective wipe or selective deletion is called Eraser. Now I have the perfect analogy of what it does. When you write with pencil on paper and erase it, there is a certain imprint that's left, which is exactly what happens when you delete a file off your laptop. The file is deleted, but it's still there. Now imagine this, if you rewrite on the paper, erase again, rewrite again and erase again, the imprint that will be there will be scrambled and nobody will be able to make out what you were writing in the first place. Now this is something what Eraser does to the file in the computer. It rewrites and rewrites till it gets scrambled and nobody can understand the data.
The computer's trash bin only deletes a file from the desktop. And even if you empty the trash bin, it only deletes the virtual pathway to it. The file is actually saved in your hard drive, but now it's just more difficult to access. If you want to delete a particular file forever, Eraser is the tool you want to use. All the deletion can be done while laptop is up and running. Step 1. Download and install Eraser on your laptop. Step 2. Once installed, select New Task. Here you can choose to delete manually. Step 3. Choose Delete by folder, queue the task and run. Once the file is overwritten, you can junk it with the knowledge that it's now nearly impossible to read. You can also set Eraser to clean out your trash bin and schedule automatic deletions if you're producing a lot of information you need to delete.
Soumya told you how to delete certain files from your computer and she's not taking money for it. And I'm not going to take money for telling you how to delete everything from your computer, even the operating system. All you need to do is get this open source software. It's called Boot and Nuke. Download it, follow the instructions, and that's it. And yes, you might need a DVD. Oh, रुपए वाली बात शायद से गलत थी. I might just charge you.
If you're selling your laptop, it's a good idea to wipe it clean. The boot and nuke method is the perfect way of going about it as it allows reuse of the hard drive. Darix Boot and Nuke is an open source boot disk utility that operates from inside the computer's RAM, allowing it to scrub the disk thoroughly. Here's what you have to do. Step 1. Download Darix Boot and Nuke online. There are different versions for PC and Mac. Check while downloading. Step 2. Burn Boot and Nuke to a CD or DVD. DBAN is an ISO file, so you will need to use burning software that can burn ISO files. The good news is, most OS these days come with an inbuilt software that can burn ISO files. Step 3. Boot and delete from the CD. Leave the CD in while you restart the computer for your erasing. Begin by selecting the disk you want to delete data from. Make sure it's the right one because you can't recover the data after it has been destroyed. You can choose how many times you want it to be overwritten and deleted. The default 3-pass override is more than enough.
Kabir!
Yeah.
Wake up.
I'm trying.
Last and final method of deletion.
Last and the final method is to actually physically destroy that data. Destroy the laptop if you're not giving it to your friend's cousin or Rakhi Sawant or whomsoever. Right? So just destroy it.
Yeah. And there is...
With a hammer.
Acha, bol liya.
Gira.
Ab main bolu. Haan. So there is a method to destroying. You can't just pick up a hammer and start hitting it. Okay, that is not how it's going to destroy. You have to follow these steps or this method of data destruction. It's very cathartic.
Hammer would have been so much fun.
Yeah, but it's very cathartic. I like this way of destruction. Deletion.
You can burn it, melt it, shred it, microwave it. Maybe not microwave it. Hard drives can be destroyed physically in many ways once they are rendered useless. One of the best ways to destroy is though by simply smashing it into pieces so tiny that it is barely recognizable. And there is a method to this madness. Step 1. Take out the hard drive you want to destroy from its casing. This can be done with the help of a screwdriver. Make sure you look for hidden screws properly. Step 2. Once the hard disk is wide open, remove the magnets. That means removing the magnetic arm. Be super careful as this arm is very strong. Step 3. This is where the destruction begins. The platters, aka the silver disc, is what you need to destroy. Scratch the surface of the platters. Now start smashing it with the hammer. Do the hammering on a hard surface. Be sure to wear safety glasses.
Listen, cycle. But listen, it's not from the set. Ours is yellow, this one's white.
As you can see, there are some adults with brains of a 5-year-old. And yes, now that you know how to delete that data, go ahead and delete it, or else don't delete it. It's up to you. Can you like go back?
Then be prepared to face the consequences if it ever gets discovered by husbands, wives, siblings, friends.
Adults with brains of 5 years old.
It's so much fun. Try it.
You know what, Soumya? I was thinking that...
Thinking.
PJ, Soumya. Seriously, PJ.
Acha, shut up. Stop thinking. Take a look at this viewer's query. Why so quiet, Kabir?
Because you said shut up.
Oh my God, such a bad PJ.
PJ versus PJ, yo.
Acha, okay, ho gaya. Let me answer this one now.
Answer, yo.
Step 1. You will need an app to get going. Install Slideshow on Facebook. Step 2. Choose the photos or album you want to show. Step 3. Share or save the slideshow. Enjoy!
I'm bored.
What do I do?
There are certain things that you can do, Soumya.
Don't even try and complete that sentence, Kabir.
काम पे आए हैं, काम करिए आप.
काम पे आए हैं, काम करिए. Queen of काम करो, ये
अच्छा,
करो,
okay,
वो करो,
listen to
काम
me.
करो.
Do you know how to replace the default keyboard of your Android phone?
Of course I know.
Then what are you waiting for? Spread the knowledge. Do the how to. Get
Queen of काम करो. Spread the knowledge, काम करो. Spread the
Drama
knowledge,
king.
काम करो. Now we all know that the Android stock keyboard is pretty decent, but there are some issues that we struggle with, like the screen size, the size of our fingers, and the very irritating autocorrect. But thank God, there are some alternatives like SwiftKey and Swipe. We're going to show you all those and my ridiculous goggles.
Changing the keyboard is not that difficult. Once you have installed the apps, go to Settings, go to Language and Input and choose the keyboard of your choice. Alternatively, go directly to the app and enable it.
This ungli ki कीमत, some dialogue, I don't remember. Okay, but we're talking about Swipe, where you can actually type using just one finger, and if one finger typing is your thing, Swipe is what you need to install on your Android phone. Free as well as a paid version of this particular app that you can use. And yes, you can swipe your way through some complex words like millionaire. I want to be one day. But if you don't know what you're typing, this might slow you down, which is applicable in my case.
Swipe is absolutely amazing. It can read gestures. Just swipe over the letters and most of the time you will get the results you want. Additionally, you can switch between themes, making the experience memorable.
Then there is SwiftKey. No, not the car, but SwiftKey is the keyboard to end all the keyboards. It has the swipe thing that we discussed earlier. It has predictive text. It has dictionary. And you know the best of all? It is customizable, and that is insane. You can dock, undock it, turn it upside down. You can split it for only the thumb use. And that's about it. Go ahead, install SwiftKey. By the way, I think it is cooler than my colorful goggles.
SwiftKey is the Batman of all keyboards. There is nothing you cannot do. Keeping aside the predictive text and dictionary, the best feature is the wide range of themes and customization you can do with this. You can resize the keyboard to suit your finger size, undock the keyboard and place it anywhere you want. Make it compact to save space, or the best part, if you like typing with your thumb, you can split it in two. And it works like a charm.
There you have it. Now use these alternatives and you can become a Android keyboard Pehlwan. I meant to say ninja, but Pehlwan is pretty cool. I gotta go. Actually, people are looking at this. I don't know why. I think they're pretty cool.
constantly change the wallpaper of your phone.
That is just not right. You're not even finishing the question.